Hey guys, Circle, welcome back to Persona 4 Gold, and let's carry on where we left off. It's only the 4th of December. We've had two back-to-back hour-and-a-half long episodes. I don't know if this is going to be an hour-and-a-half long as well. I suppose time will tell. But we did solve a grand mystery, which was who was kidnapping the majority of the people in Inaba and throwing them into the TV world. It was, of course, Tohru Adachi, not with the intention of killing them, however. It was to save them from the true Inaba Serial Killer, who, as far as we're aware, was only involved in the first two cases, which was Mayumi Yamano and Saki Konishi. Of course, the important thing is, they're the only two people who died, unless you count Mr. Muraoka, but we already solved that case. That was Mitsuo Kubo. So, tomorrow, we're going to be interviewing the townsfolk, apparently, and we're going to be on the trail trying to figure out who the killer is. I don't know if we're going to find out tomorrow, but here's hoping we find out soon, because Christmas is coming, and I'd love to have Nanako all well and better again in time for Saint Nick to come visit us. So, I suppose, I don't know how it's going to play out. We'll find out this episode. You should rest early today to get ready for the investigation tomorrow. Go to sleep. It's our day off from school, which is handy. Today's the day the school was founded, so you have the day off from school. Wow, that's convenient, but you know what? I'll take it. I'll take whatever I can get at this point. You need to investigate the town. You wonder if you'll be able to gather the information you need to catch the killer. Here's hoping, but it has been a while since the murders. What is it? 8 months, in fact, so here's hoping people actually remember what happened around that time. We need to remember, these were the first two cases of the game. We literally had just arrived in town. I think it was our first day of school where we found Mayumi Yamano's body, and not long after that we found Saki Konishi's body. So we didn't know too much at the time, and it's been so long I can hardly remember the events that took place. But I mean, we're just going to have to rely on what we find out in the middle of town, I suppose. The game has defaulted to Juness Department Store, so I guess it wouldn't be such a bad idea to meet up with the crew and see if we can discuss what we're going to be trying to accomplish out of today. It's our only day away from school after all. So let's go. Juness Department Store. Okay, Naoto has taken Adachi's place. I see he's probably still in the hospital, wandering the halls. First, we should retrace our steps. That would be the simplest way. Saki Konishi and Mayumi Yamano. There should be a commonality between the two. Surely there were some witnesses. Any scrap of data could be useful, no matter how small. Okay, right, well, I suppose as we carry on our investigation, we did learn a couple of things from Tohru Adachi. We learned that he was actually involved in kidnapping our party members. So, anyone we were probably thinking about and discounted because, you know, they had alibis or whatever, I think that just goes out the window because we don't know everyone's alibis for the first two murders. And that's all we need to focus on at this point because the majority of the mystery, or the murder investigation, has been solved. Tohru Adachi was involved in most of it. Even though he was trying to save them, he actually unwittingly could have become the killer himself. I just have to wonder what the killer was doing. Was the killer just taken aback by what was going on? He was just like, what the hell? Someone's doing it for me. Okay, I guess I'll just lay low. Or did the killer have an active hand in it, or what? We also know about the warning letters. We know that Tohru Adachi didn't write them. So, whoever it is, they know our identity. So surely it's someone we know, like, we've dealt with, and actually knows who we are and what we've been doing, because they warned us not to risk you anymore. So it could be possible that they were kind of taking an interest in what was going on. They were like, oh, maybe they found out Namatame was kidnapping people, and they were like, oh, okay, well, you know what? Let's make sure he succeeds in actually killing someone for once. Let me just send a letter to these guys and tell them not to risk you anymore. Potentially. Anyway, sorry. Rambling on, let's talk with everyone we know. I don't know if we're going to get much information from the NPCs, but I suppose it's worth a try. Let's go over everything with a fine-tooth comb, leave no stone unturned. Can I help you? About those murders. The incident last spring? I don't remember anything from that long ago. Yeah, you and me both. It's been a while. I'm going to be studying for college entrance exams next year, so I've got no room for useless information like that. Okay. Fair enough. Sure. Hello. You were obviously concerned about everyone eating their vegetables. Did you potentially tell the murderer to eat his vegetables too? I had all foggy. It's getting every day now. This is the season for winter vegetables too. What will I do if the fog really is poison? All my vegetables will go rotten. This is all because not enough people eat their veggies. If only my son would clean his plate, he'd... Yes, we are being cursed because we're not being vegetarian enough. Alright, well, can we go to the food court? You need to gather more information. You should walk around town and talk to more people. Okay, so I guess this is our ending point. So, where do we begin? Probably the shopping district. Actually, let's save the shopping district for last. I wouldn't mind... Let's start with the Dojima residence, see if anyone's aware of anything outside our house. There's that lady who always makes stuff for her mother-in-law, right? Any ideas? Never mind, she's just spouting the same stuff as always. I don't know if any of your vegetable seeds will work in this fog, but I suppose it's... there's no harm in asking. Well, hey there, you need some seedlings for your garden? Right, well, going to the street outside my house was a crapshoot. There was only a couple of people there. Obviously, they didn't know too much. What about you, refreshed old man? Oh, it's you. Fog's pretty thick today. I go out on walks and I can hardly recognize my surroundings. Pretty sad, ain't it? But hey, thanks for stopping to talk to me. Yeah, I recognized you through the fog. I mean, I've got special glasses that I'm not wearing right now, even though I would blend in, and it shouldn't be too embarrassing to wear them, right? That lamp I asked you about, you still looking for it? I haven't had a chance to go into the TV world lately. You know where I'd look? In the clouds. No, forget I said anything. I don't want to force too much on you. Yeah, force too much, like actually going to the clouds. Yeah, surely your lamp is up there somewhere. No one down here? Hisano's not here? I suppose it's not a public holiday, it's just the day that our school was founded. So, I guess we're the only school around that's on break today? My daughter was in an accident. On top of that, it was a hit and run. Nobody could tell what kind of car it was because of all the fog. Sheesh, this is horrible. Thankfully, she wasn't hurt too bad. But she was right, wasn't she? That fog is dangerous. I need to start letting everyone know. I mean, everyone's well aware that the fog is dangerous, though they think it's poisonous, not just a hazard on the road. The fog isn't clearing up, is it? Isn't that just a little strange? My wife is all business as usual, but I'm a little worried. By the way, do you need anything? About those murders. So I guess we need to speak with every NPC just in case, because some of them might have information about the murders, some of them might be just repeats of dialogue we've seen. I'm sorry. All I remember is that something happened. I know it was pretty shocking, but what can I say? A lot of time's passed. Yeah, okay. Anyone down here? The cat? Probably not. Oh, old man. What are you doing here? Do you need something? About those murders. Now that you mention it, the town was all abuzz last spring. You remember that, don't you? Yes, do you remember it? And do you remember anything? Okay, I guess not. Well, I always knew we'd probably get the bulk of our information here in the shopping district, so let's keep going. What's with that dude? He seems like he's trying to hide his identity from me. Very suspicious. What, are you just outside my house? Can I help you? About those murders. That incident last spring, I still wonder what happened. It was a pretty big deal, wasn't it? Yes, 2 people were killed within days of each other, and this town, you know, isn't it usually quiet and safe? I'd almost completely forgotten about that. Wow, I must be getting old, huh? Okay, well, jeez. Everyone's just complaining about their lack of memory. What is it? About those murders. What are you talking about? You explained about the incident involving Saki and Yamano, the female announcer. Did all that happen just last spring? Wow, it seems so long ago. Who's gonna remember something from that far back anyway? Yeah. Jeez. Man, this fog. It makes me feel like we're still inside the TV. I wonder if we can really find any new clues about the killer. Ugh, no use whining about it now. Let's step up the search and get that info. Yeah, let's do it before we throw someone innocent into a TV. And by innocent, I mean barely. This fog has got to be some kind of biological weapon. It's a conspiracy. You know who I heard it was? Junes. Yeah, that's right. Junes. The country of Junes is staging an all-out attack on Inaba. The country of Junes? Well, okay, well, I mean, you know, Junes, the country, has sent its envoy, Yosuke Hanamura, to the shopping district. Is that why you're hiding your face? Yukiko, you alright? My darling? Information on what happened before we entered the TV world, You know, about that first murder. I wonder why it happened. Let's ask around and gather as much information as we can. I'll see you later. Okay, yep, well, I mean, you don't seem like you're asking anyone right now. Kanji, what about you? I tried talking to this old guy earlier, but he didn't even see me. What with the fog and all. The guy just ignored me and walked off. I know it wasn't personal, but it kinda hurt. Oh, Kanji. Even he gets hurt by being rejected or blown off. Damn fog. Hurry up and go away! Yep, let's tell it to go away, just like the rain. It's the Marukyu tofu shop. An old woman is tending the store. We can't ask Rize's grandmother about anything? Okay. I suppose there's no point in going into the stores. Gee, there's hardly anyone around. I like that there's no kids around, though, because only our school has the day off today. Hey, listen to this. Rizette came and spoke to me. This is a once-in-a-lifetime thing. I asked her for her autograph and what type of guy she's into. Anyway, what do you want? I'm sure you can see how busy I am. About those murders. Didn't they capture the suspect and put a lid on that case? Are you done asking questions? Ugh, good, now go away. I'm very busy talking to Rizette right now. Okay, Rizette, that was your chance to escape into the fog and away from his, you know, jealous eyes. I've been asking around about Teddy too, but I'm surprised how many people actually remember him. They're all like, oh yeah, that guy in the bear suit from Juness. But nobody has seen him, yesterday or today. Oh, that's nice of Rize to actually ask about Teddy as well, seeing as we've been focused on the murders. He's loved by so many different people. Where the heck could he have gone? Oh, I'm sure we'll find him eventually. We just know that he's not here in the real world, don't we? GA, even if someone's been killed, everyone just forgets it so easily. But rumors they hear from friends and TV get remembered for a long time. Why is that? It's been a while since the first two incidents. Do you think we'll find anyone who still remembers them? Yeah, well, I don't know, we'll see. I mean, it's just like spoilers, right? For some reason, when someone tells you a spoiler, it's so hard to forget. But, you know, you try to study for something or you have to remember an event. Very difficult to bring it back to mind. Oh, no, there's kids here. Why aren't you in school? Was your school founded on December 5th? I know everything about bugs. Okay. But what about the murders? Do you know how to catch murderers? Nope, I suppose not. My teachers had to go home quickly because of the fog. Ah, okay, there you go. It's nice not to have the girls chasing me around, but it's boring, because I can't play soccer now. That's unfortunate. Can I catch bugs in the fog? Not that it really matters. All the leaves of the tree have fallen off. Right, my one day off from school in a while, and I spent it catching some bugs and not doing what I was meant to do and asking about the murders. This fog sure is dark and creepy, isn't it? Oh, you have a question for me? About those murders. A little while ago, they said that a suspect had been caught. It was in the newspaper. It was that, Namatame-san, right? I remember seeing him around from time to time. Oh, how horrible. It really does frighten me. I don't recall seeing any other strange people, so I'm sure he's the culprit. Is it true that there were no other suspicious individuals? Perhaps you should ask someone else about this. No other suspicious individuals. Damn, I'm trying to remember. Was there really? Unless we're talking about the guy on the top of the shopping district again. Is it this guy? I don't even know if he's the same person. Is it? No. Surely not. The fog isn't clearing even though this year's almost over. It's deplorable. It'll be so cold on New Year's that I'll never be happy. What do you want? About those murders. I can't remember something from that long ago. Oh, I almost forgot. I'm looking forward to that fine coal, you hear? But you remember making that request of me, huh? It's almost deplorable that you can't remember that. Anyway, do you recall anyone suspicious? There isn't anyone like that in this town. I even know you. You're that kid who's staying at Dojima-kun's house. Oh, you know me, do you? Didn't deliver a letter there, did you? Oh, I almost forgot. I'm looking forward to that fine coal. Geez, you couldn't remember asking me about that literally a minute ago? Since all I hear from everyone is poison, poison, I've gotten kind of freaked out too. Geez, you look like one of them haunting ghost ladies that stand in the corner of haunted houses. I wonder where I can buy a gas mask. I need to get one. Everyone else has one already. Okay, cool. Oh yeah, he does have a gas mask. I thought something was blocking the way, like something on the power lines or not, or something. But no, he's actually wearing a gas mask. It's me. Do you recognize me? Why am I outside? When I'm at home, I just see more news about the murders. I thought I'd stay out here and watch the sunset. Of course, I'm going to watch TV when I go home anyway. Even then, I can't see the sunset because of all this fog. Oh, I hate it. It's so depressing. Oh, do you have a question? About the murders. Oh, come on, don't make me even more depressed. They said on the news that the suspect had been caught. So that whole thing is over now, right? What else is there? Doesn't look like you'll find any more information on the incidents last spring. Right, so time to ask about anyone suspicious? Recall anyone suspicious. It's a small town. If there was anyone suspicious, there would be rumors going around all over. But at least I haven't heard any news or rumors like that. So I'd say there's no such person. Well, I can think of one suspicious person, but obviously we never saw them in person. It was the person standing in the shopping district whenever the fog rolled into Inaba. I can't imagine Namatame would be waiting in the fog, waiting for, you know, his person that he threw into the TV to just come out waltzing down the street in the fog, going, I've found my way back, you know, so it has to have been the killer, right? Which means, if that is the killer that's waiting out in the fog every time it comes in, he must be aware that someone has done his job for him, that they've been thrown into the TV world and he was expecting them to die. Right? Someone must be, like, following what's going on. Right, so your dialogue's the same, motorcycle guy. Alright, let's make our way back. Oh, cool, I can ask this guy if he recalls anyone suspicious. No, I don't think I've seen any suspicious people. Except for you, who's interrupting my conversation with Risette. Okay, sorry. Bloody hell. Hey, you seen anyone suspicious since you can't seem to remember what happened last spring? Recall anyone suspicious? A strange person? Nah, I don't think I've seen any. I mean, this is a pretty small town, wouldn't you say? If I had, I'm pretty sure I'd remember. Recall anyone suspicious? A suspicious person? No, I can't think of anyone. Not from this town, anyway. You have to gather information. Try asking some of the nearby people. Ooh, I can't even leave the shopping district until I get enough information. Alright, let's keep asking around. This fog sure is dark and creepy, isn't it? Oh, you have a question for me? Right, of course, the person who brings up that someone is suspicious. I forgot to ask her if she recalls anyone suspicious. Have I seen any other weird people aside from Namatame-san? Nope, I don't think so. Okay. Can I leave now? Looks like I can. Right, back to the floodplain. I think I can only ask the kind guy and the old man if they've seen anyone suspicious. We've had a lot of people come to our store, but I can't say anyone was particularly suspicious. Okay. I mean, it's such a vague term, like, have you seen anyone suspicious? Like, what kind of suspicious? Were they, like, dressed in their overcoat? Were they hiding their face? Were they acting dodgy? There's so many different ways to interpret suspicious. Do you need something? Recall anyone suspicious? Have I seen a strange person? I don't know. Out in the country, if there was anybody strange walking around, everyone would know about it right quick. Well, doesn't seem to be the case here. And yet, I know there must be an answer somewhere. I can definitely ask you, right? Can I help you? Recall anyone suspicious? A suspicious person? Oh, now that you mention it, my friend was saying she saw someone. I think she's just wandering around the shopping district, so why don't you ask her? I feel like I have. You want me to go back to the shopping district, do you? Okay. Don't tell me this is her friend. What is it? Recall anyone suspicious? Huh? Someone told you that I saw a suspicious person? Yes, so stop lying to me and tell me what you've seen. Oh, that! You remember Saki Konishi, don't you? You know, she passed away a while ago. That's what I've been asking about, but yes. She told me how that Namatame person came to her one day and started spouting all this craziness. Okay, we knew that from Namatame. Something about the TV. I wonder what that was all about. His relation to Saki? Hey, I don't know what you're implying, but you've got it all wrong. Saki was a good girl. It's just that people misunderstood her. She must be referring to the time when Namatame tried to warn Saki. It seems the thing about Namatame making advances on Saki was a misunderstanding. It doesn't look like you'll find any more information on the suspicious person. You've gathered as much information as you could. You should report back to the group. I feel like I've learned nothing. Chinese diner Aya. You met up with your friends after you finished gathering information. Jeez. I feel like we just ran around all day
pooped.
in circles.
This stuff's a lot harder when you don't have a badge to flash. I walked around all day and didn't hear anything good.
It sounds like no one else had better luck than I did either.
It was the same for me.
I mean, it's just been so long, you know? No one's gonna remember anything. At least in vivid detail, like who was being suspicious at the time, right?
There was absolutely no talk about the case whatsoever, let alone the true culprit.
Hell, it's hard to remember who was acting suspicious in a game of Among Us 5 seconds before a murder takes place, you know? Like, sometimes, you know, you're not aware of someone acting suspicious unless you're actively looking for it.
Ditto for me. Actually, in my case, I kept getting bombarded with questions and couldn't get them onto the main subject at all.
I mean, it probably wasn't a great idea to send a pop idol out to interrogate the local populace.
The killer must be pretty good to have pulled this off without being seen by anyone in this small town.
Okay, you see, I don't think it's because they weren't seen at all. I think that they were hiding in plain sight, right? Not just from the town, but in plain sight in front of our eyes as well, I think.
What should we do?
What should we do? I mean, we're back to school tomorrow, so our investigation time is going to be limited.
Well, one steak bowl, please.
Okay, there we go. Let's just have a feast and get our minds going, eh?
That's not what I meant. But then again, I guess we might as well take a break.
That is true. Breaks are important for productivity.
I'll have a crab and egg fried rice.
I'll have roast pork ramen with extra noodles.
Just get me a mega beef bowl, please. You all finished eating the dishes that you ordered. I obviously didn't order a mega beef bowl because I wouldn't have finished it otherwise.
Oh, now that our tummies are full,
Right.
let's share what we learned, even if it wasn't much.
I mean, I guess Junes is closed and it's outdoors and foggy, so that's why we're not at our special headquarters right now. You spoke with everyone about the information you gathered today. I can only hope that someone else gained something useful.
So, to sum up, there really was no new information. The end?
I mean, that sounds about right. We got a bunch of information, none of it new or useful, unfortunately.
The police had an unusually large number of officers in their initial investigation of the first two incidents. To find facts that even they overlooked would be difficult indeed, now that over half a year has passed.
Exactly, right? They had the majority of the police force investigating the first two murders, and we're just high schoolers, like, asking vague questions after so long, you know? I feel like our advantage, the only reason we're, you know, decent at investigating is because we have the advantage of knowing about the TV world. So why don't we use that advantage? Why don't we go into the TV world and find where Mayumi Yamano was killed, right? That room that we found really, really early in the game. The one with the scarf and the torn Hiragi poster, I think it was. Why don't we go there, you know? Surely there's some evidence there that the police can't find that only we can.
There wasn't a single report of suspicious persons being witnessed to begin with.
Oh, great.
Miss Yamano had ardent fans, whereas Saki-san didn't. But otherwise, the conditions are the same.
Other than the fact that a lot of people probably, you know, wanted Ms. Yamano dead, not just because she had fans, but she obviously would have had a bunch of people who didn't like her as well because of the affair, and Saki was basically unknown until she was shown on the TV. Everything else is the same.
You know, every time I tried to ask about the case, everyone ignored me and kept ranting about the damn fog.
Yeah, that or the Midnight Channel.
I mean, yeah, like I said, they probably exhausted talking about that topic ages ago. It was probably the talk of the town at the time, but now it's yesterday's news. Now everyone's concerned about the fog.
I asked around about Teddy too, but no one's seen him.
And that is sad that Rize's was asking about Teddy and no one had any answer.
Gee, I wonder where he could have gone.
Not that they could have had an answer.
Do you have anything, Naoto? Any new, deductions?
Anything? Use your detective mind, please.
Without any new data to work with, there isn't much I can do.
Fair enough.
But there must be someone in town who meets all the criteria for this case.
What is the criteria for this case?
The killer must have a connection to both Saki-san and Miss Yamano.
Okay, someone with a connection to both Saki and Mayumi. I have to say, no one springs to mind, at least off the top of my head right now. Who would have a connection to them both?
As well as be in a position to observe our actions periodically to some extent.
Okay.
Finally, it must be someone who could approach Senpai's house without arousing suspicion.
Right, to deliver the letters. Right?
I need some fresh air before I give it more thought. I'll be outside.
Okay. Sure, why not? Just go on, wander out into the fog. Make sure you come back. Just sitting here won't help you think any better. You decide to go outside to get some fresh air. Yeah, fresh, the freshest of air. Let's go, breathe in the yellow mist.
It's snowing. No wonder it's chilly.
Yep, makes sense to me. We're all just gonna come outside.
Freezing out here.
And yet we're all standing out here in the cold.
Maybe this'll help clear my head and get my deductive muscles flexing. Hey, is it snowing?
Yep, I see your deductive muscles have, reached atrophy. You should probably flex them if you can't see the snow that's falling.
Too bad the fog's so thick. The snow just gets lost in it.
Okay, sorry for roasting you, Yosuke. The fog, of course. I forgot about that they can't really see through it because it's foggy. But, it's on them, right? They're not wearing their glasses. They're standard issued foggy glasses. There must be something that's been overlooked. It's urgent that you get over the roadblock facing you. The clues you need must already be in your hands. That's what I've been saying this entire time. I feel like I've got everything. I just need to piece it together.
What's the matter?
Nothing, just that I have all the pieces of the puzzle. I just can't complete the puzzle. You should go over everything you know one more time. Okay. It's time for contemplation, not action. That's what Igor said. Let's think about this. Let's go over everything we know. Is the game going to do it for me? The culprit had some sort of connection with both Mayumi Yamano and Saki Konishi. And judging by the warning letters, the culprit most likely knows about the other side and what you did there. They also have terrible grasp of English. Or Japanese, I suppose, in this case. It's highly likely that they also knew what Namatame was doing and stood back to watch. Right, that's what I was thinking, because if they knew Namatame was throwing people into the TV, that's why they wrote to us saying, don't rescue anymore, and stuff like that. Or did they know it was Namatame? Or did they just know that someone was doing it? I don't know. Who would know all these things? It has to be someone close to the case, whether it's someone on the police force or, God forbid, one of our party members. Another oddity about the case is that there were almost no witnesses. Both warning letters seem to have been delivered directly to your house, but no one saw anyone suspicious. No one unusual was seen around Mayumi Yamano or Saki Konishi either, despite the police dispatching an unusually high number of officers to perform a thorough investigation. There must be someone in this small town who fits all the facts. I know, game, I know, you're challenging me right now. Who would it be? Who would it be? I tell you now, the two circles that I've got in my little Venn diagram in my head is someone on the police force, and that's not many people. That's Dojima and Adachi, and someone in our party, right? The person who seems to be the most likely culprit is... We get to choose? Ooh. Okay. Right. You know what? If we get to choose, let's go over the case one more time and just take a look back at each of these suspects. Let's start. Yosuke Hanamura.
I'm Yosuke Hanamura. Nice to meet you.
Chie Satonaka.
Oh, nearly forgot. I'm Chie Satonaka.
Yukiko Amagi.
This is Yukiko Amagi.
Oh, nice to meet you.
Teddy.
You got a name? Teddy! Figures.
Kanji Tatsumi.
His name's Kanji Tatsumi. He's quite a handful.
Rise Kujikawa.
Are you Rise?
Yeah, so?
Naoto Shirogane.
My name is Naoto Shirogane.
Ryotaro Dojima.
Welcome to Inaba. I'm Ryotaro Dojima.
Nanako Dojima.
This here's my daughter.
Hello.
Tohru Adachi.
Adachi, how long are you gonna act like a rookie?
Taro Namatame.
Tohru Namatame, a council secretary in the Inaba.
Mayumi Yamano.
The deceased has been identified as Miss Mayumi Yamano.
Saki Konishi.
That's Saki Konishi. Her family runs a liquor store in the shopping district.
Kinshiro Muraoka.
I'm Kinshiro Muraoka, your homeroom teacher from today forward.
Mitsuo Kuba.
You Mitsuo? You better be ready to pay, you bastard!
Misuzu Hiragi.
Anchor ballad sensation Misuzu Hiragi.
Noriko Kashiwagi.
Noriko Kashiwagi, your new class teacher starting today.
Hanako Otani.
This is Hanako Otani.
I, Ebihara.
I'm Koichijo.
Daisuke Nagase.
Naoki Konishi.
Miyazawa.
Sano Kuroda. Mary Manami.
Shu Nakajima.
The person who seems to be the most likely culprit is... Okay, good. I can go back. Alright. Let's concentrate here. He wouldn't kill Saki, and I don't think Chie would do it either. Surely not these two. Okay. I can confidently scratch off Yosuke, if only because of Saki Konishi. Chie, I think on the same wavelength. Yukiko, I can't completely rule out, if only because of the Amagi Inn being involved, and the red scarf. I have noticed that Yukiko also wears a red scarf on her sprite, on her winter outfit. I don't know if that's significant or not, but I can't rule out Yukiko. I don't think it's Teddy. I think his first time out of the TV world was literally that time where he got out of his bear suit in the food court. So of this screen, I've only kept Yukiko for now. I've definitely ruled out Rise because she wasn't in town for the first two murders. We've got Kanji and we've got Naoto. Kanji, the scarf was at Tatsumi Textiles, but it was supposed to be a replica. So I can believe that. But they had a connection to Mayumi. But I don't think Kanji had a connection to Saki. That's the thing. Apart from the fact that they were from school. But Saki was a third year, Kanji's a first year. Would there really be a connection there? He also advocated for Namatame to be thrown into the TV world, but I attribute that to actual rage. He was angry, much like Yosuke was. I can't put too much stock into that, or can I? I don't know. I feel like I can rule out Naoto, if only because she was adamant about revisiting everything after everything died down with Namatame, and she brought up a lot of good points about, you know, Namatame's idea of saving people. She took notes on the warning letters that we received. So maybe I can cross out Naoto. Dojima, Nanako, Adachi, Namatame. Definitely not Nanako. I'm ruling her out. Ryotaro Dojima. I mean, he was also on my suspect list for a long time. Actually, Dojima, Nanako, and Adachi, I suppose Namatame as well, were all on my suspect list for a long time, up until, you know, what went down recently. The only thing I'm thinking is, does Dojima have a connection to Mayumi Yamano? Does Adachi have a connection to Mayumi Yamano? I think that's what I'm getting hung up on. Only Yukiko in my mind has a connection to Mayumi Yamano. This is hard. I don't want to get it wrong. After everything I've done, I don't want to say the wrong name, you know? Which is why I'm thinking extra hard about this, maybe to the point that I'm overthinking it. Alright, so I'm thinking... It's not Yukiko. Because one of the letters said that they were going to throw someone close into the TV world, right? Someone close to me. And when Nanako died, she was broken up as much as we were. Was she acting? I don't think so. I don't want to think that she was. The first kidnapped victim. That'd be one way to throw off suspicion, right? Is to get kidnapped and thrown into the TV world yourself. Alright, let's scratch this actually, because, you know, the person in the shopping district that we saw every time we checked out the Midnight Channel just before the fog rolls in was a man, right? And I'm pretty sure it's been established that the killer was a male. I don't know how they established it, but if the killer is a male, then obviously it can't be Yukiko, right? So I can cross her off the list. Okay, let me address the elephant in the room, and that is the fact that we've been getting social link increases with Tohru Adachi lately. I found that quite interesting, you know, because we'd been ranking him up normally throughout the game, then all of a sudden we get social link increases, and we've only reached level 8. And on a meta level, that does seem suspicious. He does fit everything as well. He was kept on the suspect board for a long time. You know, he's got the ability to deliver the warning letters to us because he's Dojima's subordinate. He was kind of close to us. I don't know if he knew that we could go into the TV world until we told him. But, you know, he kept giving us information like he wanted us to help investigate or something, so which I found suspicious. I just don't have a connection to Mayumi Yamano. He's a male, and apparently there's a suspicious man at the shopping district at night. Oh man, I hate looking at an answer. I'm so terrible. There was a file on the police table, right? That had Namatame, and that's how we figured out that Namatame was the person responsible for kidnapping Nanako. And Adachi's the one who found it. So does that mean Dojima wrote it? Or did Adachi know the entire time that Namatame was the suspect and he was holding on to that information until, you know, such a point in time that he could just divulge it to us? Because is that possible? I suppose it is. Oh man, I'm sorry, I'm not good at guessing. I have a terrible track record. Fuck it, I'm doing it. Adachi. Of course. If you look only at the circumstances, you can't completely rule out that possibility. Adachi may have been able to keep an eye on your actions. He would have been able to approach your house with ease, and he knows the area well. Okay, yes, that's right. Thinking about it, you encountered him many times while investigating the case. Because he's a police officer, right? You learned much about the police's movements from Adachi as well. There's no exact reason to doubt him, but something is bothering you. Oh, fuck. However. Oh, we got a little montage. Should you tell your friends about your suspicions about Adachi being the culprit? Don't tell friends, protect Adachi? What does that mean? As in, like, don't divulge his name because he's not the culprit? Or tell him? Oh, I don't know now. When it just said something's not feeling right now, ooh. Oh, let's just go all the way. Tell your friends about Adachi. I don't like that wording of it. Protect Adachi. You know, we could just say don't tell friends. Why does not telling them protect him? Tell friends about Adachi. You spoke Adachi's name as if he's like Boogeyman and he's gonna come out from behind the corner.
Huh? What about him?
Potential suspect, guys?
Detective Adachi.
Shrugging my shoulders.
A member of the police force. That is an interesting approach.
Yes, it is. I just don't know why yet. Okay. I'm gonna have faith in my party members, okay? I need to have faith in my party members. It can't be them. Surely, right? And if it is, then I'm gonna be so heartbroken, like I got stabbed through the heart and the back.
It would certainly explain the lack of witness reports.
Right. Yes, because he's a police officer. He's always on the scene. I suppose if a bunch of school kids were on the scene, then that would be suspicious, right?
It's the same reason no one ever reported seeing Namatame's truck.
Because he blends in?
This is a small town, so everyone must have known who he is.
Would they have dialogue for every person? Or would they only have dialogue for the people... Oh, for the actual killer?
And since he's a detective, people definitely wouldn't have thought of him as being suspicious.
Right?
In fact, he could use his position to his advantage. and hide critical information.
True. True. I'm liking this. I'm liking this a lot more now that my friends are convincing me.
Huh. Well, if you think of it that way, I guess it's possible. But we're talking about Adachi here, right?
Yeah, that goofball that doesn't seem to know anything. I suppose that's a common way, right? To hide your true nature? Act like a complete ditz? Wouldn't be the first time I've seen that.
I mean, really? Adachi? He's your textbook lousy detective.
That we might have gotten that wrong. He might be the smartest man around.
Are we really on the right track here?
Actually, regarding Detective Adachi,
What about him?
I'm not sure how to put it, but there's something that's been bothering me about him for some time now.
What's that? You got your social links ranked up too? Really late?
Yeah?
Perhaps it's just my imagination, so I shouldn't speak too...
No, please do. What? Yeah, it's getting cold. Let's go back inside.
It's cold. I think we've cooled down enough here. Let's go back in.
Am I on the right track?
Adachi-san?
Well, we're talking about it at length, which has me a bit more confident in my answer. Yeah, I'm never confident in giving my answers.
That can't be. I mean, he said he came to escort Ms. Yamano and...
He what? When? This is the connection I needed. So... he escorted Ms. Yamano? Why am I only hearing about this now?
What? Was he at your inn when the announcer was staying there?
He was there the entire time and you didn't think to tell me?
When Miss Yamano was staying at our inn, the media were swarming all over it. That's when Adachi-san arrived, saying he'd been assigned to guard her. He told our waitress that fame could be rough.
Yukiko Amagi, why... aren't you the person who said, oh, people will remember something after 8 months? Why are you only remembering this now? I would have been a lot more confident in my choice if I had heard this before.
Guard her? He didn't spend the night there?
So he guarded her and she went missing? Isn't that suspicious? Guys? Hello?
I wonder if he knew Ms. Yamano.
I don't know about that, but I heard he did call out to a girl in my class.
What?
I found out this afternoon.
I need to know this before I make critical accusations.
But I thought, you know, that's just how cops are. So I didn't think it had anything to do with the case.
Oh god, I want to slam my forehead on my disc any second now.
Detective Adachi also questioned Saki-san, the one who found the announcer's body, on numerous occasions.
Yeah, I figured he would have. Him and Dojima and anyone on the police force, really.
I heard it was because there was so little information about the case at the time, but it's certainly unusual to question someone with as strong an alibi as hers multiple times.
He asked her multiple times?
Then you think he had something else on his mind?
And that something is what connects those two victims to Adachi-san?
Oh god. What kind of investigation team are we if I'm only learning the facts after I drop a name? Goodness me. It's lucky. I think I'm right.
Come to think of it, we've been running into that guy a lot, in all sorts of places.
Yes.
And every time he'd tell us what the police were doing before saying, oops, I said too much and clamming up.
Yes, I feel like he was steering us. Like he was just like, I got these guys right in the palm of my hands. You know, I didn't think he was just being an actual, klutz.
Was that all to throw us off the trail?
It would be no problem for him to drop that warning letter into your mailbox either.
I wonder if he was legitimately investigating the disappearances, wondering who else was throwing people into the TV, until he figured out it was Namatame. If that's the case.
Not to mention the fact that he can destroy any evidence that might point to him.
True. Not that there is any evidence, because people are thrown into the TV. Various peculiarities have begun to cast a suspicious shadow on Adachi.
Then, is Was it really Adachi-san?
I mean, you guys are starting to convince me more and more now. We need to confirm this.
This is still only a tentative theory. We should work to confirm it as soon as possible.
Yes, but how do we confirm this? That's the question.
This is Naoto Shirogane. Something has occurred to me about the case, and I'd like to get Detective Adachi's input on it.
Oh, okay. That's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna ask what he thinks.
Huh? The transport? It's right now?
Namatame's transport out of the hospital?
Right, I see. Thank you.
What was that about a transport?
Detective Adachi is headed to the hospital to prepare for Namatame's relocation.
Relocation where? Into the TV world where he'll never be seen again?
We must head there at once.
I suppose he did appear on the Midnight Channel. His shadow did. That could mean that he's the next target. Let's go. Things are moving quickly now. You feel that you're getting closer to the truth. That's a good sign. I think that's it. I think we've got him. Rank 4, Judgment, Seekers of Truth. It's gotta be Adachi. The Seekers of Truth social link has reached level 4. That son of a bitch. This entire time. That lovable goofball. Your power to create personas of the Judgment Arcana has grown. There he is. Hello.
Huh? What are you guys doing here?
No reason. Just looking to help you transfer the suspect.
Hey, do you know where Dojima-san went? They told me he snuck out of his room again.
Man, I can't look at him the same anymore.
I assure you, we've made it clear to him several times that he needs to stay put, but he keeps going off on his own.
Well, I mean, like I said, put his daughter in the same room as him.
Jeez, with Namatame finally relocated, I was looking forward to going home.
He's already gone?
So, he's been relocated. I've been wondering, you seem to be in a terrible hurry to get him out of this hospital.
Well, I mean, you know, we kind of did accost him and tell him off for having Namatame in the same hospital as Nanako, so that's kind of our doing.
Huh? Oh, well, yeah. I mean, we can't leave him here with Dojima-san and Nanako-chan around.
Exactly. I mean, it's not a far-fetched explanation.
Didn't you guys think so too? Hey, what are you doing here anyway? Nanako-chan's room is in the other wing. Don't you think you should leave before Dojima-san finds you? If he catches you, he'll start pestering you again.
Adachi, where's Namatame?
He's been relocated.
There's been a lot of noise today for some reason.
Dojima-san, what are you doing here? Namatame's already been relocated. I was looking for you so I could tell you that.
You did what?
Yeah. See, this is why he was relocated.
Who authorized that? There's still more I need to ask him about.
Give me a break, Dojima-san.
Those first 2 murders have been bothering me.
Oh?
His motives are shaky and his alibi is rock solid. We closed a lot of loopholes on the basis of his testimony. But that part's still nagging at me.
Oh, really?
Is this more of your detective's intuition? He's already been relocated. It's no use hassling me about it.
Oh, Adachi fights back against his boss. Normally he's yes sir, no sir, how high do you want me to jump sir kind of guy.
And you kids should really get home too. You're gonna get in the way of police business.
Ooh, he's getting flustered. This is not, you know, his common personality trait, is it?
What's gotten into you today? It's odd to see you taking work so seriously.
Yeah, right?
Come on! I'm always giving 110% when it comes to the job.
Yeah, that extra 10%. Deleting evidence.
You should get back to work too, Dojima-san. Your current assignment? Get better as soon as possible.
See? This jokester is the killer? This entire time? Right in front of me. I did say, hiding in plain sight.
What are you all doing here?
We came to confirm something with Adachi-san.
Yeah. You should question Adachi. Ooh. Are we just gonna... Let's go about when Yamano vanished.
The time the announcer went missing?
Yeah. Apparently you were her guard, which I only learned literally the last 10 minutes.
I can't say for sure offhand. It's not like I saw her or anything.
No, that's a fucking lie if I've ever seen one.
That was months and months ago, too. My memory's kinda hazy that far back.
You should question Adachi. About Saki's interrogation.
Why wouldn't I question her? She discovered the announcer's body.
Apparently you went back to her over and over again.
But she didn't know much about it, so I only talked with her once or twice.
I don't know
Was
about
that
once
all
or
you wanted
twice.
to ask? Well, I hope it helped.
There's still something you need to question Adachi about. About the warning letter.
Warning letter?
The one that was delivered to his house. It's in police custody now, correct?
Or is it mysteriously gone?
I don't really remember.
Hey, what do you mean you don't remember?
Uh-oh.
I gave it to you to take down to the crime lab for processing. You're telling me you forgot?
I'm sorry.
Oh no, that's not gonna cut it. No, it's not.
Your accident was right after that, and what with one thing and another, it sort of slipped my mind.
Really? After that accident, it should have been the forefront thing on your mind.
Besides, that thing was just a prank, wasn't it?
A prank? After Nanako was taken into the TV world?
Jeez, what are you asking me all this for? For crying out loud, what's this all supposed to be about?
I think you know, Adachi. I think you know what this is all about.
Dojima-san, you really need to get back to your bed. That's why your wounds aren't healing. And you all need to go home right now. Do you have any idea what time it is?
Jeez, he's getting defensive.
I'm going back. I need to get to the station and report in.
Really? Which station? The one down the road, or are you gonna flee to another city?
Just one more thing, please.
Oh.
We know for certain now that the first two murders weren't Namatame's doing. Someone else killed them. Adachi-san, do you have any idea who that might be?
Any hunches?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Really?
'Cause we think it might have been you.
Oh, Ganji's gone and said it. He said it. The accusation's out there.
What? That's ridiculous. We already know Namatame's the one who put them all in.
What did you just say?
Put them all in.
Mm-hmm.
What's this putting them in business?
How did you know that they didn't go missing? They were thrown into the TV.
Do you know something about the method behind their murders?
I think you fell for the classic trap. You know, where we don't say how someone was murdered. Like, you don't say that they were poisoned, and then the suspect eventually slips up and says something that he should not know.
Don't tell me that all that talk about TVs and whatnot from before was...
I see. Now I finally understand.
We've got you, bitch.
To tell the truth, Adachi-san, I've been fixated on something you once said. Before I didn't know why, only that it sounded a wrong note to me.
Ooh, what was it?
Do you recall when I read Namatame's diary? At the scene of Dojima-san's accident.
Damn, I wish I had paid more attention.
At the time, I said, even the victims who survived and were never released to the public are written here. And in response, your words were, wow, then that settles it. How, I wonder, would that settle anything? At the time, the police had no idea that there had been other attempted murders related to the case.
Just that some people had gone missing here and there, but they always came back.
You had no reason to say such a thing. After all, there are countless examples of people disappearing for a few days. Yet when I read the list of names, you raised no objection. Odd, that.
Ooh, God.
What do you say to that, Detective Adachi?
I do have to say, though, guys, I mean, it's cool and all that we've blocked him, so to speak, but there is an opening to the top right that I think he could run away from, if it comes to it, which I think is coming up right quick.
I don't know. I said I'm busy!
Oh, never mind, he just ran straight through us.
Wait, you son of a bitch!
Oh god, he's getting away!
Adachi!
Oh, god.
Damn it!
Dojima, stay there, damn it!
Adachi!
Oh god, it's happening! What? Namatami's hospital room. Adachi isn't here either.
What the? I swear he ran this way!
There's only one place he could have gone, Yosuke.
Damn it! Where the hell'd he go?
Did you find him?
Why don't we turn on the TV and find out? Is it almost midnight?
I contacted security. Nobody's seen Adachi and there's no record of anyone leaving this area. So he must be still in this ward somewhere.
No, I don't think so.
He's still here? But we looked! We didn't find him anywhere!
Come on, guys, he's right there in front of us! Kind of literally.
That bastard.
It is him.
Dojima-san? For heaven's sake, what are we going to do with you?
Just take him away. Strap him down.
Sorry. I got carried away.
My heart is pumping.
Do you even want to get better? If you keep this up, there could be lasting damages.
It's not his fault. He's the only competent person on the force right now.
Have you forgotten how much trouble it caused you last time?
You're right. Sorry.
Come on, Dojima. Get some rest, please. We'll handle this.
You've got to find Adachi. I need to square this away with him. Please.
Will do. You know I will.
He hasn't left this ward yet? I don't think he would. But could he have...
I mean, desperate times. I don't know if he's got a way out. But I suppose he didn't want to get arrested. And that's where a lot of people have been hiding this year.
Yeah, I think so. If he's the killer, he can go through, right?
You mean he went in through here?
We searched every inch in the direction he ran off. There's nowhere to hide. I don't think we could have missed him.
He was cornered. It's highly probable that he escaped there. If he does indeed turn up on the other side, that should prove beyond a doubt that he is the true culprit.
Yeah, because why else would he dive into the TV, right?
Damn. So I guess we were right. What do we do now?
We go after him and catch the son of a bitch. Let's go tomorrow. Not now. I'd love to go in now. Let's go tomorrow.
I think it's too dangerous to go in from here.
And we don't have Teddy.
We're not 100% positive he used this TV, and on top of that, we don't know where it might lead. Let's go in from Jeunesse, like always.
Yep, I learned my lesson from last time.
It'll be fine. So long as we're ready for him, we'll crush that jerk in one strike.
And so what if we don't go in and stop him, you know? You're just gonna end up dead, right? Not like with Nanako, which was an extreme emergency. The extremely suspicious Detective Adachi. You've taken another step closer to the truth. Oh, God. Oh, we're here. The climax. Rank 5. Seekers of Truth. Seekers of Truth social link has reached level 5. Your powder crate personas of the Judgment Arcana is growing. You split up for today and you all went back home. Oh, he's mine. He is all mine.